And welcome back, listeners. We're joined now by Ailish Ivory from Corderry Farm. Ailish and her husband John offer a beautifully restored 300-year-old cottage for visitors in the area, people who want to visit or people who want to relax or unwind. Good morning, Ailish, and thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. Now, I was prompted to call you because I saw that you had published a beautiful guide for walking trails in the area for your visitors. The area just seems like a paradise for people who are interested in getting out and about.
Yeah, thanks for saying that. Yeah, we're off the beaten track a little, surrounded by open green fields and overlooking the beautiful Galtee Mountains. We have our own forestry and hill, but we're not far away from places of interest. I suppose the really interesting thing, though, other than the cottage, is the fact that the farm is directly on the Ballyhara walking trail and directly on the Glen of Arlo loop walk. And it connects both the walks to allow the Berna to Breffni National Walkway to continue from Cork to Cavan. And that's the longest walkway in Ireland. I think it's about 700 kilometres,
Wow.
something like that. And I suppose a lot of your listeners would probably be familiar with the Dolman Loop walk in the Glen of Arlo. So that goes into our farm and goes through our hill that we've planted on the farm.
And that's the thing, part of the appeal, I think, for me, that if somebody wanted to take a break, they could go and park the car, go into the house, stay, and then when they go out walking, they're always at a point where they can start off on a trail.
Yeah, that's a big advantage. They don't need to drive anywhere. Everything is just nice and handy, and it's good for people that just want to get out and get active.
Relative to Tipperary town, just for our listeners, how far away are you?
So we're at the Galway side of the Glen of Arlo. The Boreen or lane is quite close to the Moraby, but the actual farm and cottage is in Lisfernan. It's just high above the village.
Perfect. A gorgeous place too. I was out in Lisfernan recently. It's just beautiful scenery. I mean, People talk, always in my life, people have talked about the view if you're on the V looking north. But I just thought when you go out past Christ the King and you're looking south, that is just absolutely spectacular down there. But you're also, as you say, then you mentioned Moraby there, you're close to so many historical and heritage sites as well.
Yeah, we're really blessed with where we live. I think we're all a bit guilty of forgetting how central we are living in this area and how special that is to visitors. Like locally, we have all the many wonderful walks and mountains and lakes. And I suppose in terms of heritage, we have the Moraby and Clonbeg Church and well and all of that. But if you look in every direction you turn, we have amazing and special places like Clare Castle and Lochar and Rocket Castle and Michigan Caves, and they're all within a very short drive.
Yep.
And I suppose living on the border of three counties,
Yep.
It's amazing for our guests. Everything
really is terrific. You published the walking guide, you put it on your website. Was there a lot of work involved in compiling the data? Because you tell people the walk, the distance, the route, where to park. You give them a lot of information.
I suppose, to be honest, I just put all the information that we normally give our guests anyway and just put that into a guide to help them plan their stay and their walking activities. I suppose we always felt that it was our duty as local and accommodation providers to have good knowledge and to pass that on to our guests. But it makes it so easy, though, when you live in such a beautiful area.
I found the information, though. I found the information so amazing. One of the things you highlight was that there is a famine wall up on the Galtees, up about 2,700 feet.
Yeah. So that dry wall was built sometime in the 1800s, and it was to separate the Massey Dawson estate from the Galtee Castle estate, and I think it's roughly 2.5 miles long. Wow. And it goes from Galtee Moor to the second highest peak, which is Lyre Cuppa.
Wow.
It's nice to see, yeah.
It really is an amazing area, as you say. Now, if people want to get a copy of the guide, it's available on your website? Yeah,
so it's just www.corderryfarmireland.ie, and they can just download it there.
And again, I think the website, with the guide and the information, plus the maps and the local areas, it straight away invites somebody to want to come and visit there. If you're looking to get out and about, you're looking to relax, it's ideal for that. But the last time we spoke to you, you were entertaining a film crew. Have you seen the outcome from that?
Yeah, so we were at the film premiere. It was on in the Bell Table Centre in Limerick. I think it was June. It just feels like a lifetime ago now at this stage. So that was a lovely evening out. There was a drink reception, and we got to meet the crew again. We're not directly involved in it now, so I don't really know what's happening. But they will definitely let us know when it's going to be shown locally, and of course we'll let you know that.
Very good. But that's a lovely attraction to think of the local scenery in the local area being in a film, because that then sometimes lets you reach a huge audience. Again, they'll just say filmed on location, and just it'll be in somebody's mind that someday, okay, I'm going to go and visit that part of the world. But the visitors that come to you, they have a lot of options. I saw you mentioned pony trekking, fishing, there's biking. If people want to have a break, you're an ideal location. If they want to be active or very relaxing, you're saying sit in the cottage and read a book or have a barbecue at the cottage. So it's very flexible for people.
It's very flexible, and there's so much to do for the outdoor enthusiasts as well. And people can bring their old bikes or hire locally and cycle around the glens around the area. And there's everything from kayaking to clay pigeon shooting to fishing. And I suppose we're lucky as well. The river Arhello flows through our farm, so people can have a picnic by the riverbank and fish. There's brown trout and perch in the river. But there's loads to do. Yes,
it really is very much attractive for that. How have you found this summer? Are visitors starting to return after the pandemic?
Yeah, we found this summer very good, and there's a definite return of the international visitors with a lot of Americans and Germans and French and UK, and of course some Irish as well. One of our German families stayed with us for 20 days this year, which was lovely, and they loved the
Brilliant.
character of the cottage and the animals, and they just found it a brilliant base to go out exploring from.
Absolutely is that. So you have a full website and a social media Facebook page as well for people if they want to get information and find out any more details there. Your Facebook page is Corderry Farm, Glen of Arhello?
Yeah, A Walker's Paradise.
A Walker's Paradise, you've said it there. It really is terrific. But the scenery and the information you have in the trails for these walking guides, I think you cover 12 different guides. It really is a fantastic way to reach customers, and even they may not come to you, but I think you're doing a great service here for the whole area, because any of the walks, if they appeal to them, then they're going to be sort of coming to this area in general. So it's a great service that you've made that available to people. I think it's, we see it's a generous offer rather than perhaps a hard sell. So I think it's a great idea for the whole region that you put together that information, and I really would encourage people to take the opportunity to look at the walking guide. Did you call it Tipperary Trails?
Tipperary Trails, yeah, that's the name.
Tipperary Trails. And listeners, you can get that on the website, Corderry Farm, that's Corderry, corderryfarmireland.ie. Eilish, thanks for joining us. I just think if people can see those guides, it's such a wonderful boost for the whole area to attract visitors, and I just think well done to you for putting that together.
Thank you very much. We just think that it's just good to promote the area just as much as ourselves. Yes. We're all a community, and we're all in together, really.
Yeah, but I think I can see there's a lot of work gone into the guide, and it's just beautiful. You're colouring the graphics you've chosen for the presentation of it is gorgeous. So I think it really does invite people to come. You have a gentleness, a softness, a relaxation in it. You have the information, and the colours in it are gorgeous. So I just thought it was a gorgeous piece of work. I don't know who did the print work or the layout for you, but it's a beautiful job, I thought.
Oh, I did it myself.
Well, congratulations, Eilish. I better stop there because I'm going over the top here, but I just think it was a beautiful piece, and well done to you for putting that together. And as you say, I think it's going to benefit the whole area. Eilish, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you. And that was Eilish Ivory from Corderry Farm. That piece, if you can just get a chance to see those guides that they've put together for 12 different walks in the area, it's going to link in with so many different places and be beneficial to everybody.